Impossible.
Just gonna die in the end.
Okay, guys, now I have finished watching Squid Game, even though all the episodes aren't posted yet. I'll post episode 9 as soon as I can get it edited, uploaded, and ready. I'll post it as a premiere so we can all watch it together and talk about it and chat as we go. We had fun doing that with episode 6. I love this show. I am just absolutely stunned and amazed by it, and I love having conversations with you guys about it. And I want to talk to you guys about what I think was one of the dumbest plays, worst strategic plays, and there were many, but one that really stood out for me as far as how it shaped the entirety of the game down the stretch. And that is when Necktat kicked Frizzy Head off his team before the tug of war. This isn't hindsight. If you guys watched the reaction, go back and check it. I said it at the time, and it's one of those rare cases where I feel like my thoughts on it were justified and vindicated. And the only reason I said it is I don't care that she's a thin, slight, kind of tiny girl. She's freaking batshit crazy. You don't piss off crazy, particularly in a situation like that. Now, going forward, if Necktat knew for 100% that every contest between now and then would be just pure physical, brutal strength or fighting strength, that was going to be sumo matches or kung fu matches or something, I'd say go ahead, piss her off. What are her chances that she's going to be able to lash back at you? But you don't know. These were so bizarre. You don't want her gunning for you for just the reasons that ended up coming to fruition. You pissed her off so much she doesn't give a shit if she dies herself and taking you out. And the reason that was huge, and I know what he was thinking at the time. He said it. He wanted to have strong, physically powerful dudes on his team. He didn't know it was tug of war. He made a lucky, fortunate call that it was something that required physical strength. But for me, even in that situation, having been intimately related to Frizzy Hair, there's no way I'm pissing her off. I would have taken my chances. Would they have lost in tug of war? Outside of her, they had a really brawny team. It seemed like pretty much everybody else had guys that were more slight in build. I think they still win anyway. But pissing her off changed, obviously, everything. So what happens if he doesn't piss her off, if he allows her to remain on the team, even though he doesn't have a connection to her? Okay, now you get to the glass hopscotch there with the tempered versus non-tempered glass. If she feels like you two are still a team, and we can tell from the bathroom scene, she really felt a connection with Necktat, it would have been simple for him to get rid of her had he wanted to. Because as long as he had her trust, once they got to the glass hopscotch, and as we saw, they would have ended up on the same pane of glass together at some point, he could have chucked her over the side if he wanted to. He could have easily, as College Boy ended up doing to the Glass Factory Man, he could have ended up using her to test a piece of the glass. So look at the size of her. If he caught her by surprise and just threw her, what's she going to do about it? I mean, he could have even taken the road of saying, well, we'll both finish together. Do I think he would have done that? Nah. I think the bathroom scene, what took place in the bathroom gave him what he wanted there, and he was pretty much done with her. But so how would that change everything? Because I think if it's not for her, then Necktat goes on to be one of the winners in the glass hopscotch. I think he would be in addition to the others with the way things unfolded, because he would have used Glassman to test to see where where the tempered glass was too. I'm thinking if he doesn't do that to her, my thought is Necktat would have gotten rid of her during the glass hopscotch, either testing the glass or just getting rid of her. And he probably couldn't have stopped the others who got through from getting through as well. And I think given the situations that they were in, as I remember back on the glass hopscotch, he would have been okay with having the others come along with him just so he could survive that. So let's just say I'm right and that happens. What happens then in Squid Game? Everything changes. There's a real good chance if Necktat doesn't piss off Frizzy Hair, he could have won the whole thing. And I just think it was one of the biggest strategic screw ups in the whole thing, because you could see it coming, dude. She's too fucking crazy. There's an old adage that says never stick your dick in crazy. I don't think he did anything wrong by sticking his dick in it. I think he made his big mistake is when he actually let her know that he was done sticking his dick in it. The timing on that was horrifically bad. You don't piss off crazy. And listen, if it makes me a misogynist, that's fine. Specifically, you don't piss off crazy women. Just don't do it. I've had it happen before. Not to that degree. I never had anybody, pull me off a glass. Surprisingly, never had anybody pull me off a glass hopscotch board to my death. But I've been around enough crazy women to know you don't piss them off. Bad move, Necktat. I didn't really like you anyway, but come on. You had a chance to win it all, dude. What do you guys think about that move? And what do you guys think are some of the other really bad strategic plays? I want to see what you guys have to say.